What's up, everybody? This is the Excel Dude coming at you again. Today we're going to go over the 5 most common errors in Excel. So let's say you're entering a function, you get some answer, it says the pound sign, value, or hashtag depending upon your age, value, divide 0, ref, NA, anything like that. We're going to see what all those mean. So we've got our 5 right here, the 5 main culprits. First one here, value. So what value is usually you're trying to do math with non-numeric data. So here's an example. I'm trying to add these two cells, 17 and apple. Okay, I mean, it makes sense. You can't add those. Now, if it was maybe one apple, okay, you could. But the error right here is it cannot add two non-numeric things. So you can't add, it's really the old example of apples and oranges. You can't add them up. They have to be numbers. And that's about all there is to it. So you can usually hit there, press the F2 button, and it's going to tell you what cells are adding up, and then you can just change your data. So there's that one. The other one is good old divide by 0, and this is exactly what it sounds like. You're dividing by 0. So whatever your function is, if you have something dividing, anything along those lines, or something that calculates off of different cells, you got to make sure it doesn't go off 0. It can't do that, and if that's what's happening, you're going to get this function right here, this error message, # div /0. This one right here, ref. So it's a reference. If you've ever heard anyone say, let's get refed, basically means you're just so messed up, you're not even close to where you should be. So this one right here, let's say we're using a VLOOKUP. And what we're trying to find is our normal VLOOKUP function, but here's the magic right here. So VLOOKUP, we look by columns. We have column 1, column 2. We've highlighted those in the red, so that's what this is. You can only find 2 columns of data because that's all you've selected. However, in this function, we're telling it to look for column 3. There is no column 3 in the data. So you're telling it to look for something that doesn't exist as far as the parameters that you have set. So when there's a ref, you're basically changing something to a new parameter that doesn't exist. You're expanding beyond the limitations of what you've already set. Like you're saying, only use the colors red, green, and blue, and then you had it look up the color orange. Something like that. Basically, you're asking it to look up something that doesn't exist as far as the parameters that you've given it. This one, NA. Oh, good old NA. So NA is typically when something's not available, the value, and usually it's because something can't be found in a lookup function. So if we were to go here, and let's say we're looking up, we use this function right here. So same thing, VLOOKUP. We're trying to find like the function may work, it's just the value isn't there. That's really what NA is. So on this one, we're trying to find E5, which is this cell right here. And we're trying to find it within here. So we're going to use that, E5, the number 1, in here to find the value next to it. So we want to find it, and it should say tree. So if we get rid of the one it's looking for, the number 1, we'll get an NA. So the value that you're trying to use as a reference doesn't exist. So we bring it back, problem solved. And the last one here is you're just going to see a bunch of pound signs. And what does that mean? All you have to do is, typically it's something like this. The cell has a certain width, and it's just not, it's not displaying enough data for you to see. So you can either widen this out, problem solved, and you also may get to where it shows in scientific notation. Typically you can just change it from here, go to formatting on your home tab, format, number, and there we are. See, too many digits. So we can widen it out, or you can double click right on the border and it's going to narrow it down. And that's pretty much it. Those are the 5 most common errors. If you have any questions, let me know. Other than that, have a good one. Thanks for watching.